So I've always been an entrepreneur. So I guess to go back where it all started, my mother had cancer and would smoke cannabis. My Uncle Phil would bring it over and sell it to her. So they would go down to the basement and smoke, and I didn't know what was going on, right? I was a good kid. I was an
How
altar
old were
boy.
you?
This up until the time I was like 15.
Wow.
I was an altar boy. I used to walk dogs. I had a paper route. I saved up all my money. I was a really good kid. And then I got a job with the city of Boston.
And that's what changed.
That's
Wow.
the city of Boston changed my whole path. I was a red shirt, which is they take inner city kids and they give them nice paychecks, and we go around and we clean up the area. I was my first paycheck. Like my first week, I started smoking cigarettes. I was stealing cigarettes out of my mom's pack so that I could smoke with the rest of the guys, right?
Because they were all smoking.
They were all smoking.
Yeah.
So then we get paid, and on payday, everybody goes out and they all buy some bud. And I'm sitting there and I smoke it, I smell it. I'm like, oh, I know that smell.
It's familiar.
That's when Uncle Phil comes over. So I go home and I corner my mom. I'm like, hey, I know what you and Uncle Phil are up to, and I want in. And that's when she breaks the news to me, why she's using it and what she does it for. But that didn't hold me back because I know, like, if she was using it for that, I knew it couldn't be so bad.
Right,
So
right.
I went to Uncle Phil. I'm like, hey,
He'll hook you up kind of thing.
I'm like, hey, teach me how I want in. What do I got to do, right?
So what were you doing there? Like, actually, before we go too deep into that story, I am just so ignorant to that side of the world.
Yeah.
Because, again, that's why I ask these things. And because I'm not trying to use derogatory terms or anything like that. Be like legacy versus, whatever. But I know there's some terms you just kind of don't say. But, like, what is trapping?
So it depends on what you
I'm
call
such a
it.
nerd. I'm like, I don't know.
Technically, like a trap house is a house that wouldn't be in anybody's name. It's like somebody else's name that you're using. Like you could do an Airbnb with somebody or whatever.
Right. Or if someone's
It's
renting
basically a house that you go to that you bag up and you keep your stash at. And some people even sell out of their trap house. Like people come to that house to buy and go out and everything. But it's a trap because let's face it, like selling cannabis or selling anything illegally, the amount of time that you put into it, the effort that you're doing, and then when you account for the time that you spend getting locked up or the money that you have to spend to not get locked up in my situations, like it's a trap. You can make more money working at McDonald's than you could selling drugs. Like
I've heard that.
on average, most people.
Yeah. Well,
But there's some talented people that could do anything are going to be successful at it, when they put their mind to it and they go up. So there are some people that can really crush it in the traditional market.
Right.
But for the average person, like it's not worth it. It's a trap.
100%. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I hear these terms sometimes. Like, what does it really mean? Like, am I gonna Google that? That's gonna be my Google search, or like asking ChatGPT about trap houses. Like, I don't know. I got like super weird because I was like, I've heard that term many times, and I was like, I think you would be able to answer that. So I was like, let me just ask you.
Yeah.
So getting back to your story though, you literally were like, I want into your Uncle Phil,
Yeah.
and then.
And then he put me in. He taught me the game.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Because he was already dealing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like he was like a certain level that he was like, all right, I can use you as a kind of like an understudy in a sense.
Yeah, especially with family. He's going to teach me. If I'm going to do it,
He's going to do it the right way.
I'm going to do it one way or the other. He knows me, right? So you might as well take me into the fold and teach me how to do it right. Never have money and drugs at the same time. You want to do it right. Yeah, there's certain rules to this. You know what I mean? If you want to operate at a long term at a high level.
Right.